everyone. It's Adina Ruskin with Sharing Stories and Stuff. And today is episode 5 of Stuff. And I'm very excited to introduce you to the very talented Clare Maloney. Enjoy.
Out of my dirty red bandana, I was playing soft while Bob there sang the blues. Windshield wiper slapping time, always holding Bobby's hand in mine, and we sang every song that driver knew. When the man on the chessboard get up and tell you where to land, a brand of angels were coming for to carry me on home. Sweet Lord, sweet Lord, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me on home, home. Yeah. Amen. Thank you so much.
Clare, I had the opportunity to see your work at the River Spirit Music Festival, and you were doing a show based on Woodstock, right?
Yes.
What can you tell me about that? What was that about?
I did a tribute to the women of Woodstock. So I performed music by several of the women who performed at the 1969 festival, including Janis Joplin, Joan Baez, Melanie, and Grace Slick from the Jefferson Airplane. And I threw Joni Mitchell Woodstock in there too. And I did that as a tribute. This was the 50th anniversary summer, and I've actually been doing several 50th anniversary shows doing a wider range of music from Woodstock, and I found that since I was the only female singer on those shows, I was doing all of their music, and I thought, why not do a tribute to them? My dad was at Woodstock.
Oh, cool.
So I sort of had a personal connection to that, and it just blossomed into this lovely show that we're going to be doing now as a tribute and doing concerts. We're booking it right now, so we'll see where it goes.
Awesome. Now, you were just in Woodstock, right?
I was. Yes, I ended up singing Woodstock, the Joni Mitchell song, at Woodstock at the original site of Bethel Woods Center for the Arts for their 50th anniversary fundraising gala dinner. They don't usually have entertainment, but they wanted to do something special for the 50th anniversary, so it was sort of like a opening ceremonies, sort of a national anthem that they invited me to sing Woodstock, which was a tremendous honor.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, the minute I heard you, I became a fan.
Thank you.
So I also got a chance to hear you use your operatic voice.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me a little bit about your journey as a singer?
Yes. So I grew up listening to rock and roll, loving rock and roll, wanting to be a rock singer. Then in high school I wanted to be a folk singer. I was in a punk rock band, and I did a summer music program where I was going to go play clarinet, which was my main instrument at the time, and sing choral music. And I heard somebody singing opera no less than 5 feet in front of me, and I was just totally mesmerized, and I thought, I have to learn how to do that. And that completely changed the course of my musical life. I went from being in a punk band to then becoming a hardcore classical music nerd. I went to college for opera. I got my degree in classical voice. I've sung in Europe. I've done apprentice programs, which are the training programs for young opera singers, and have been able to perform classical music all over the world.
And what led you back now to rock and roll, where you're able to combine both of these great talents?
I know, it's really exciting for me. I feel like it's like my past life, my further past life, and my more recent past life are now making me into the present person that I am. I wanted to explore other genres. I got to a point in classical music where I wasn't really sure if I was the exact right fit for opera and if opera was the exact right fit for me. So I decided to start to explore other kinds of singing, and I really hadn't done that before. Actually, in my college program, we weren't allowed to sing anything that wasn't classical music, not even Broadway stuff.
Wow.
So I really, in high school I did musicals, but I really, as a student of singing, have always been a student of classical music. All my voice lessons have been opera. So when I decided to start to sing other things, I really had to start from square one. So I joined a wedding band and learned, hundreds of pop songs, and they were all songs that I've heard before, but I never had really sung them. I'd never sung I Will Survive or Respect or any of like the greatest, female anthems of all time. So I really had to learn them, and I cut my teeth, trying to get them up and running and sounding good. And then...
And they do. They're incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, the combining of your operatic skill with your rock and roll spirit, and it's really awesome.
Awesome. I'm glad. It's really beautiful to see how they can work together instead of being very separate. I feel like I understand my craft very differently.
So what's the next step in your journey?
Right now, I'm touring with a band called the Englishtown Project, which is a rock and roll band, jam band. It's a tribute to a very famous show that happened in Raceway Park in Englishtown, New Jersey in '77. The Grateful Dead headlined, and the Marshall Tucker Band and the New Riders of the Purple Sage opened.
Cool.
So we started this band about a year ago, summer of 2018, and we were actually only going to play one show, and
now it's a
there
thing.
was such a big response to it that it's a thing, and 60 shows later.
And what about your work as Clare Maloney?
That's really going to be an interesting thing to see what happens. I am working on my first album right now, writing my own original material. I'm certainly excited about the Ladies of Woodstock tribute, which I will be performing in concert form, in venues TBA. And also, we'll see.
What, do you have any ideas on a title yet for that album?
I'm gonna see. I have an idea, but I kind of want to see where the songs lead me when they're done. So.
Well, thank you so much for sharing the moment with me. And once again, guys, this is Sharing Stories and Stuff. And this is an episode of Stuff about the incredibly talented Clare Maloney. Ciao.
Bye.
La vie en rose, il me dit des mots d'amour, des mots de tous les jours, et semble quelque chose. Il est entré dans mon cœur une part de bonheur dont je connais la cause.